A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created January 11th, 2010.
Mark Halperin, the author of the shocking new book about Election '08 called Game Changers, here today, and we have a lot to talk to him about. But what's the biggest surprise you read about in the book so far, Barbara? You've read it.
Well, Mark Halperin will be on with us a little later. By the way, he used to be our political expert here at ABC, and he's co-authored the book with John Heilerman. But I was listening to them a little bit this morning, and they said the biggest shock was Elizabeth Edwards of all things. I mean, they discuss everything, and probably the most controversial remarks reportedly said by Harry Reid, but we'll get to that. But they thought that Elizabeth was the biggest shock because it turns out that she wasn't this wonderful, courageous woman suffering from cancer standing by her husband, but that she was, what they're quoting, just awful to work with, temperamental, disagreeable, nasty, what? This lovely woman. So in terms of the kind of high-class, I don't know what, gossip, that's what they said. They thought the biggest shock.
If a woman has cancer and her husband's cheating, doesn't she get a pass on being bitchy? And I don't know, did she go through chemo and radiation? I mean, does that make your mood? You have mood swings?
You're saying that if you talk, see what this book does is they tell you this is what you saw, this is what really happened. This is what you saw.
This is what you saw.
Really, people say,
and this is what really happened. Will the two, will the twain ever meet?
With Harry Reid.
This is what you saw, but this is what really happened.
He did not think
that's what this book tends to see.
He was talking about
nobody saw
Barack Obama, and he said,
behind the scenes.
That he thought
Current events,
when he said
everything
a
happening.
white-skinned African-American with no Negro dialect, unless he wanted to have
to the authors of such a book.
Privately, there are those who said that this is bigoted.
What was going on behind the scenes?
The majority leader is the Democratic majority leader.
And now another topic being spoken on by Barbara
not the least bit racist.
Walter. Talking about that slip on the tongue
this is something that he did say.
Of that politician.
There are those people who say, but you know,
he apologized to
it may not be politically
Obama, President Obama.
It would be easier for a
forgave him.
Black person.
The rest of the world is still talking about
bringing
up racism.
Okay, there are
racism,
you know, because if you're going to say things like that, you need to know that we come in so many varying shades. That
varying shades of color was noted.
All of us,
how he said it and what about saying.
Okay, I'm telling you, he's not. And I understand that a lot of white
different people have different opinions.
Negro is not a bad word. I'm sorry, let me finish, and then you can do whatever you want to do. You know, I was a Negro when I was born. Then I got to be black. Then I was African American. I've been so many things. I don't know what the hell's going on. Before that, that's right. That's pre-me. Yeah, but I find that oftentimes this is how white folks will describe it. They don't have a black dialect. He basically said he's not going to scare white people. And he doesn't always sound like he's black. And that's basically what he says. So, you know, I understand that that's, you know, there are a lot of worse things you could have said. So, all the folks that are flipping out, I say, you know, yes, of course he should. No, he shouldn't have stepped out. It's not the same as saying, you know, gee, I'm sorry that we changed the Civil War and freed the slaves. That's a little bit different
versus offensive.
I think it was for him. I don't think he was ignorant. He didn't say anything ignorant. Basically, he was saying he's not going to scare anybody. You don't have to worry about that.
But his ignorance is in the fact that you just described, which is that he doesn't know what dark and light.
No. That's not the point. The point is not what with other darker, other lighter, other.
That is part of the point for us.
But I disagree with him because I think that people.
Does shade really matter?
No.
What color your skin is?
Sherry, say it.
What degree of shade you're
and
darkness
so I
or
disagree with
lightness
Harry Reid, that people didn't vote
well,
for this
doesn't
man
really
because
matter.
he was a light-skinned man. He had
To
the
some it might,
qualifications that people felt
to
that
some
he needed to
other,
run. I'm just talking about it.
well, it's getting heated on the view.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
They're getting all
It has
kinds
nothing to do with him being light-skinned, but
different
you know, if
points
you're
of
gonna say
view.
Harry Reid, stand behind what you say. I'm tired of people
Right,
doing
right,
the
stand
PC
behind
thing.
what
He
you
wouldn't
say is what
apologize.
opinion.
You know, stand behind what you say.
2002,
Stand
okay?
behind what you say
Trent
is
lost.
what
So the
opinion.
country would have been better off if then
Well,
segregationist Strom Thurmond
another slip in the past.
1984. Right, so, but
To
Harry
and
Reid,
fro, an argument at last.
segregation, that's different. After his
Oh, no, it's not
resignation,
segregation.
Harry
That's
Reid
different.
said he had no alternative. Senator Lott dug himself a hole and
alternative.
didn't dig it all
Look
worth
at-
saying. If you tell ethnic jokes
Gonna
in the
tell
bathroom,
ethnic
it's much
jokes
easier to
in
say
private,
ethnic
are
things
you?
publicly. I've always practiced how I play is what he said. So then what does it indicate when he's saying this? Because he said that
All on the view.
I wonder what he does say. I mean, off the record. What did he say? This is the record. That's my record. So I wonder what
Everyone talking of what's now.
Sure.
It is not the same as saying that this country would be better segregationist. That is a much
No one
more
wants a
venomous
segregated country.
statement than what Harry Reid said. And secondly, what Harry Reid said is not politically correct, but it is a
Is it
viewpoint that
politically
many people
correct?
would
No,
have.
it's not.
He is not a racist man.
But he might be expressing a viewpoint
He
that
has
some people
apologized.
have.
Obama has accepted it.
Obama has accepted
it is something that a lot of people
But what
say.
is this thing
But
you
wait,
say any from dialect? Are you saying anybody that
And
speaks
what about the dialect?
No, it's the same.
What about the dialect?
It's the same as saying.
Is there
It's the
a
same as
Negro
saying.
dialect?
You're so articulate. It's the same. It's the same.
How about articulate?
if Harry were Republican, people would be more
Oh well, it's a discussion now. Getting heated, more heated. Discussion now.
What was wrong? He is a Negro, and he doesn't sound too. Let me tell you.
That's part of that quote. When he
He
said
doesn't
use it,
sound. Yeah, if he had said he doesn't sound black. Yeah, well, it's true. Sherry can do it. I can do it. We can. We use it when we want to. I use the word Negro. Our beginning girl and all of that, you know, and yeah, but we don't have to do it all the time. But you know what? We have to go. But we will be right back with Patricia Eaton.